Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you today is a brand new festival playlist, the spring hot season, the final season of Midnight Muscle. Now, I'm not really sure how this playlist vote is going to go, but let's check it out. And there you have it. The winner, High Performance, that's the one I voted for. Sorry if you voted for Italian Automotive. I'm pretty excited about that. I believe we're going to get the oval back and all that stuff, but also there was a thing that they were alluding to in a future update, Realms, and you should be able to access your favorite festival playlist content when that update does eventually come out. So whether it's the stunt park, the high-speed oval, some winter thing, whatever, I can't remember them all right now, but you should be covered once we get to that point, maybe when it hits PlayStation 5. Now, let's get into the meat of this brand new playlist. We have a Pontiac GTO from 1969, a Horizon Backstage Pass, then the weekly challenge car is, of course, a Fox body, but this one, the 1993 Ford SVT Cobra R. Chapter 1 Special Vehicle Team. Launched during the 1992 Chicago Auto Show, it was the premier vehicle of Ford's newly established SVT division, designed to showcase SVT's hallmarks of performance, substance, exclusivity, and value. Exclusivity, yes. I don't know about value. This vehicle is, to me, as a Ford guy, super rare. I never see it at car shows and things like that. This is the probably rarest Cobra, if you will. I know we had the new Edge Mustang variant, whatever that thing's called. We even had the SN95, I think. I'm accessing some old knowledge here, so I may be misspeaking, but this SVT Cobra R, not just Cobra, was only available 1 year. So the last year of the Fox body, this is how they sent it off, I guess. Moving on to the daily challenge, Smoke and Neons earn an ultimate burnout skill at the Neon Airstrip at the Aerodromo, yada yada. Let's jump into the shop here. We have a 67 Corvette. Of course, I have it all. Backstage passes and spins if you want them or need them. I am up over 21,000 Forzathon points, so I'm happy about that. Got my points back up. And moving on now, we have Horizon Arcade Minigames making a comeback. Tomorrow's video is going to be the trial. We have a car restriction. You see them in the back, F-150 B700. So anything from the Raptor to the Lightning to the, OBS, whatever you call that, brick nose, the 86, I think it is in the game. But we get a Chevy Camaro for all of that Ford racing. Weird. Moving on, Sunday we're going to have the Event Lab Showdown. We have it between Edelman and Arc Raiders. I believe we've had both of them before. Arc Raiders rings more of a bell for me. Saturday's video, PR Stunt Speedrun, we're going to have, oh my gosh, the 1993, the weekly challenge car, Cobra R, as our PR stunt car in Mexico. We have a danger sign, a trailblazer, and a drift zone. That is going to be fun. Awesome. Moving on, for later today, we have a photo challenge. Collectibles, we need to smash 10 Horizon Neon Cubes at the Horizon Street Scene Outpost. And then you have, of course, the last monthly rival that I've saved for this point. I don't know why. And, of course, the PR stunts and seasonal championships in the expansion. So let's get into that SVT Ford Mustang. Oh, I can just hit X and manufacture. And then we can look for this thing weirdly because nothing is in order of year. Maybe it's backwards. No, it's not. We're just all over the place. Okay. So you see it here. I have one that is a 690 and one that is new. So we'll save the new one for the PR Stunt Speedrun. That way we can change it up, give it a bunch of tunes, slap a drift on there, something for rally, for the Trailblazer, and etc. So there you go. Nice burnout. Wow. Moving on to Chapter 2, Quarter Mile. The upgrades featured a 5-liter V8 engine producing 235 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. The 1993 Ford SVT Cobra R could complete a quarter mile in 14.5 seconds at a speed of 98 miles per hour. So let's rack up 2 stars at speed traps. Interesting here, the Fords of this era switched over to fuel injection in the late 80s. So we are here in the early 90s. I know 235 horsepower seems low. The torque number is a little bit better. The quarter mile speed is very low, but this car, this chassis, this body style was introduced in 1979. So they're kind of retrofitting all of this new tech. And like I said, this was the last year. So this was their best example of it. And then they moved on not too long after this to a 4.6 liter single overhead cam engine, which was probably not a good idea, except for the fact that it led to our current day Coyote and, that nice dual overhead cam Terminator engine found in the 99 Cobras and later to be supercharged. A lot of knowledge being dropped today. Sorry. It's happening. 2 stars at speed traps. So I'm just really wagging my tail here. And I don't think I'm going to do it. 150. No, let's go back Let's give it a good run. A real college try here. Starting in the dirt, we're going to use launch control maybe. So it keeps us good. Yep, till about 7. And congratulations to this engine for revving to 8,000 RPMs. I don't know what I have in here. This thing is upgraded. No way this is how this thing was stock. Why can I not keep it together? But we are at 150, so we're going to get those 2 stars. This thing has 7 speeds and we're still just blowing the tires. What did I make here? What kind of monstrosity is this? Quarter mile complete. It's telling me chapter 3 is complete, seeing red. While the standard SVT Cobra came in black, vibrant red, and teal, the 1993 Ford SVT Cobra R was only available in vibrant red, but that doesn't mean we need to keep it that way. Go paint the body to make it yours. Okay, so yeah, there was an SVT Cobra, and then this was a Cobra R. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in person. I've seen a Cobra, which I thought they were rare. I was kind of getting mixed up while they were throwing that extra letter in there. I know what a Cobra R is, but I wasn't really sure they made one. So we don't have to change the color, which is cool. We're going to move to, oh Lord, there we go. Oh, chapter 4. Race ready. The team at Ford's Special Vehicle Team, SVT, didn't pull any punches with the 1993 Ford SVT Cobra R. They stripped out 450 pounds of excess weight and added the biggest brakes they could fit inside the wheels. Use this added performance to go win a road race. I don't know if I can do that in this current form. So let's go back and kind of inspect what this tune is and see what we're working with. So I believe I've changed the engine. We'll see. Probably got the big one. Yeah, an 8.9 liter, 1500 horsepower. Yeah, V8. Okay. And we're sitting at B90. We're on a stock tire compound. So if we move it back to the original, we'll be sitting at C600. So we have race suspension. We have the nice wheels. Let's get a little bit stickier of a tire. I'm going to go with a rally tire to keep it in that B category. Are we stanced out? Yes. Okay, cool. We got the wide tires. That's nice. That's a plus. We still have that 7-speed. Yeah, so we got a 9-speed. Why did I do that? So let's give it a little intake, and then we are at B699. Sounds good. Let's go race. Just checking the gearing here. I'm going to pull this to the acceleration side, get all of our gears on the screen. There we go. 390s. At least they're on the screen. I like that. Way too many speeds, but I already had it, so fine. Screw it. Now, I'm going to look for something that's pretty straightforward. We had a road race yesterday in, let's do this one. Let's try it. In my daily challenge video, so I didn't want to do the same one, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. Nice, healthy V8 sound. Going through the gears fairly well. Even though that Crown Vic is leaving, that's a bad sign. But we do have tires, we have race suspension. We're kind of set up a little bit better for the turns. Now that we're not a straight line speed demon. We're getting passed by one of our own kind there. And we pass him back. Okay, cool. So let's use drafting to our advantage here a little bit. Try to make our way through this field. We do have to win a race. So that may be a tall order here for this weirdly anemic, very rare performance car. I mean, like I said, at the time, this thing was probably pretty good, but absolutely desirable. Just in the days of this modern era with widely available tuning surfaces and turbos and engine swaps, you know, 500 to 1,000 horsepower is fairly easily achievable, especially in a platform like this. Arguably, if you really wanted to be one of those people and prove a point, you could do it for like $10,000 to $12,000. Either on Facebook or, you know, junkyard, come across some sort of V8 power plant that you like, usually in LS, but you could do a small block Ford and build it yourself. Or somehow come across maybe a higher mileage Coyote. And you have a completely different car. Now this car is probably pretty light, especially with all the lightweight mods that they did to it. But like, you know, the modern Coyote Mustang, even back to the first generation, you know, would they have 420 horsepower stock? Oh, that's crazy. It's like almost double what this came with. But it's a different animal. Dual overhead cam versus, you know, old school V8. But this is the geometry. This is the style of engine that the LS is. You just the two companies have tried to, or they just went in different directions. Chevrolet has displacement, and Ford has technology. And there you go. Not so easy of a win, but a win nonetheless to round out this weekly challenge. There we go. Not as fun as I thought it was going to be. That's so funny. All right, so there you go. Fox body complete. Let's go do an ultimate burnout with this car at the Aerodromo. If you guys don't know, you should know by now, but it is right here. Being the end of Midnight Muscle, the last of the, Forza dev provided festival playlist series. Now we're just going to vote on them and rehash the old ones. I imagine Smoke and Neon's complete. Moving on to the photo challenge. Photograph any classic muscle car with neon tank in San Sebastian. So first, we need to know where San Sebastian is. So let's take everything off the map and go down to landmarks. We're going to check that. Where is San Sebastian? There it is. Okay, so we're somewhere in this region. Let's go here. Now, it is nighttime for once in this series, which is kind of cool. Let's go back to the thumbnail. You see two different styles of roofs there. So I guess it's more of like a terracotta tile, clay tile. So we're going to be looking for that. Also, the stucco. I don't know, the low cinder block wall, things like that. We're on a kind of cobblestone road. Weird, I know. But let's see what kind of car we have. Do we have classic muscle? Retro muscle. Okay, weird. Let's go down to classic muscle, check that, get in something. Let's, do I have a, yeah. Let's get in the Charger Daytona Hemi. That is pictured. And kind of looking around, this is exactly the style of building, just different roof. Do you see it there? We have the low cinder block wall, the design. Actually, that's the roof too. Okay, interesting. So we just need another one of those set pieces somewhere with our tank man. We are on that same kind of road as well. Also, you can look to see if maybe someone is on the map. If they're stationary. Oh, there he is. I see him. Light it up. There we go. And bang. No new cars in shot, but 2 check marks. And we get Farid Rueda's Lion Helmet t-shirt, if we didn't already have it. There you go. Hashtag Sebastian Tank complete. Let me show you again the location. It's going to be right there, almost where I laid my cursor down to fast travel. Now, finally, I believe we're going to the street scene outpost. Yes, where there's a lot of neon. And we're going to take down 10 Horizon neon cubes. So if you don't know where that is up here, right here by this H. Oh, wow. That is funny. Loaded me in and gave me one already. Let me get something, something fun here to take these down. Something with a little grip, with a little pizzazz. Stay with me. Yeah, let's do it. This thing is not midnight or muscle, but it is fun. So, of course, when you load in a car, they take you out of the festival site. Oh, I love how when you hit these, they have some sort of actual action that takes place. You're cutting off the power source or cracking the bulbs, whatever it is. We're going to get this in no time. I'm actually going to continue around here to take these out. I want to leave no cubes. There's nobody else here. There's companion cube complete. But this is fun. You only get to do this 1 week out of the month. Oh, somebody is here. Dang it. I want to just knock them all out, man. Let me get one more on a nice drift. Oh, he left. He left. I was being nice, too. Probably just like loaded in or something. Alright, that's enough for me. And we can end it there. We have our 12 points, the points we usually have at this point, which added to 10 points from the trial tomorrow, which means we'll get the Pontiac GTO from 1969. Maybe we'll take it for a quick test drive and then jump right into some upgrades. Maybe we'll turn it into some sort of drag car. That's what I always love to do with these muscle cars, because I love the lines, I love the way they look, but we've got to do something with them. It's a little anemic in stock form, at least in the game. Like I said, you have all these crazy cars. You have cars like this, basically a spaceship. Tons and tons and tons of torque and horsepower, and it doesn't even have an actual engine. Wild, I know. But anyway, that's going to do it for me today in this first video of this final festival playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. And make sure you come back for tomorrow's trial video. I'll see you there in the next one. Later.